Oh, stop.
Did you hear about that?
No, I didn't. I never went out of my way to pitch going solo.
You and Lacey Evans tag
Don't
team?
get me started. We had no idea Carmella was going to cash in. We got this. Whatever it is, we got this.
Welcome everyone to Ring the Belle. This is DS and oh my god. This is going to be the most iconic interview that we have.
Yes.
With Cassie Lee, Peyton Royce is here.
Finally.
We've been talking about this for a while.
We've been trying to make it happen.
You've been busy going to Australia to be champion, everything.
Yep.
Mother, mothering the fans, and also actual mother. I mean, you're the mother of Ring the Belle for so long, so I'm so excited.
Yay.
So today, we're going to go through top 5 moments of your career.
Okay.
Fans submitted all their favorite moments.
Yes.
All right, let's do it.
Okay.
First moment.
Peyton Royce!
It is your TakeOver WarGames Fatal 4-Way match.
Yes.
With Nikki Cross, Kyrie, and then Ember Moon.
I have great memories from this match. One of my favorites. Yep.
Fans were really behind you in this match.
I was shocked. I remember making my entrance and I was like, oh, shoot, they want me to win.
They do.
I was like, dang, I got some pressure on me now.
I mean, you slayed here, obviously.
Thank you.
A lot of fans are like, Peyton technically won here.
How?
Because when Kyrie was setting up for a little bit of an elbow.
I was laying on Nikki. There's a pin right there. So I should be NXT Women's Champion right now.
Yeah, that should be in your resume.
What?
You didn't know about this?
No, I didn't. But damn, yeah, that elbow drop, tell you what, hurts.
I'm going to submit this to FBI. So we're going to do some investigation over it.
Love it.
This time, you were doing your Venus Flytrap character, the Poison Ivy.
Yes.
I mean, tell me all about that character. How did that come about?
Oh my gosh. I had a lot of help from my husband. You know, they were talking to us a lot about who do you want to present yourself as? And I thought, oh my gosh, this is the first time this question has ever been posed to me before. Because, you know, prior to NXT, I had all my time on the indies, and back then at least, there was not much emphasis put on who are you.
Got it.
It was just like, how do you wrestle kind of thing. How do you wrestle and how do you look? So it would stump me a lot. But my husband helped me, now husband helped me so much with it. I was a dancer, I grew up a dancer, so I kind of had this way of moving and it reminded him of Poison Ivy.
Oh.
And then I love flowers and plants. Like I'm a bit weird like that. So we're like, okay, Poison Ivy, we're thinking greens and purples. And like, okay, Venus Flytrap, that could be such a cool concept, you know? And so I kind of just blended the two and then we kept on working through it from there.
Oh, wow. I mean, I loved your sleek back hair.
Oh, thanks. You know, I was trying something. I don't know if I can pull that off, but I gave it my best shot.
So Iconic Duo, such a popular team, especially in NXT too.
Yeah.
You won the Breakout Award.
We did. Breakout of the year!
It's a little social challenge too.
We did, yes. We put a lot of work in to win that one.
Yeah, I love all the videos that you did. All right, let's move to the second moment.
Okay.
It is your
The debut.
main roster debut.
I was shaking in my little boots right there. So nervous. And I can even tell watching it back and the way I talk, like I just don't have the confidence that I eventually did have. I was just so nervous. This was basically my dreams coming true in this moment. And it was such a huge opportunity for us, like against Charlotte. We had no idea Carmella was going to cash in.
Oh, you didn't?
No idea at all. And then we realized how big of an opportunity that was. Like we didn't actually grasp it until Carmella cashed in.
Wow.
But yeah, we talk about it all the time. If we could dream up our debut, this is what it would be.
So they just told you to go out there and drag Charlotte Flair?
Basically, yeah.
Without knowing that the Carmella thing's going to happen?
No idea.
Wow.
Yeah, no idea.
I mean, such a strong debut. Like, you destroyed a queen.
I know.
The IIconics, the name change.
Yeah.
I love it. It's so simple, it's catchy. How did that change?
Well, they told us we couldn't be the iconic duo.
Oh, is it copyrighted?
Yeah, no, it's not copyrighted. I think it couldn't be trademarked because it was just, a regular phrase.
Okay.
So they were like, you've got to come up with something new. And so we were going to come up with something completely different away from that. And then we were like, no, like this is who we are and this is, or we've put all our work and energy into creating the iconic duo. So let's try and like make it work. So that's where the IIconics came from.
I mean, I love the chant that you do.
IIconic! You do it well. IIconic!
That was so good. How did that come about?
No,
Just natural.
Jess and I just have this chemistry. We just know each other inside and out. It's like we finish each other's sentences. We say the same thing at the same time, and it gets annoying, for people around us. They're like, all right, we get it, But no, it's just chemistry. Yeah.
So all the backstage segments, you're just dragging people.
Yes.
Who was your favorite one to drag backstage?
Oh, it didn't matter for me because I knew that Jess was going to make me laugh. And I think that's what kind of people love watching those videos because Jess is hilarious and they love watching me corpse. See that internet lingo I used there?
Oh, yeah.
They just kind of worked, but it didn't really matter who we were with because it was a different dynamic and that's what was fun for us.
I mean, I love the moments where I think that's the first time Jessie said, "You gotta be joking me," and you were laughing.
Yeah, that was with Kathy at the Royal Rumble.
So those are real laughs.
You gotta be joking me, cause out there. Oh, yes. Yes. I didn't know she didn't know she was gonna say that. We didn't know that it was gonna become a thing.
There's a lot of comparison with the legendary tag team Laycool.
Hell yeah.
What do you think about that?
We love it. We love it. We love being compared to these literally iconic women that we grew up watching and idolizing and hoping that we get to, walk in their path one day. So we take it as a compliment.
Let's go to the third moment.
Okay.
It is
WrestleMania.
That gear.
Yes, my favorite. You have to plan your WrestleMania gear in January.
Oh, okay.
Because the gear makers get busy, so you got to form your ideas early. So I thought WrestleMania would be a really cool moment for me to honor Eddie Guerrero, who is my inspiration, my hero, the whole reason I got into wrestling. So when I told Jess that, and she was like, "Oh, well, I'd like to honor The Rock, who is that person for her."
Oh.
And so we thought, let's make sure we've got a black base color and we can match that way, and we'll just make it work.
And then Maleficent.
Yes.
Is that your favorite movie?
Me? No, she has the horns.
She's a Maleficent.
Yes.
You're a Victoria's Secret?
No, well, it was just that was a way for us to have some cohesion with our entrance pieces. Yeah.
Bit of a shabam. Yeah. I mean, this moment, I was crying.
Yes,
we were
so was
all
I.
crying. Yeah. Because we wanted you guys to win the title for so long.
Yeah. It was, a moment we'll never forget.
Such a special moment.
Yes.
I mean, we've all heard about this. The legendary feud that never happened with Bella Twins.
Right.
So what do we know at this point?
All I know is that we were supposed to go into a story apparently from WrestleMania to the SummerSlam. That's all I know.
Damn.
Yeah, I know.
That would have been great.
Oh, that would have been a dream come true for us, but everything happens for a reason.
But the other legend who was talking about IIconics match too is Tori Wilson.
Yes, we love Tori.
Yeah, so Tori Wilson said originally the plan was to have match with you guys.
Okay.
Her teaming up with Michelle McCool.
Oh, stop.
I had pitched a match against the IIconics. And it was going to happen. And then they decided they didn't want it to happen. And, I was all excited. I was ready to go train here in Orlando. And
who was going to be your tag team?
Michelle McCool.
Did you hear about that?
No, I didn't.
This is the first time hearing about it?
Oh my gosh, so many missed opportunities. No, I had no idea. That would have been a dream come true as well.
I mean, you guys had a really great moment of Evolution, though.
I know.
Being thrown out.
I know. We had a great time by all the legends. God, it doesn't get it better than that.
And the other thing that was really noteworthy during your era, you defeated the TBS champion, formal TBS champion, Kris Statlander.
Yeah, I know. I know. Brooklyn Bells.
Yeah. Well, what's your memory of working with Kris Statlander?
Oh, she was great. Yeah, both her and Elektra Lopez. Yes, the two of them, they were great. They were so great. They were like, whatever you guys need. And they were right there for it.
So the moment the tag team championship was introduced, IIconics as champion, that's what all the fans wanted to see. How did you think about the time as the champion?
Obviously, it didn't. If I could have written our title reign my way, it would have gone a bit differently to the way it actually went.
Right.
But as I said, everything happens for a reason. We can only control so much, But we had fun and we made the best of every opportunity that we had.
Let's go to the next moment.
Okay.
It is not people's favorite moment.
Okay.
But it's
this
iconic.
is when we lost. No.
It is your last moment
when we
as
broke up.
the IIconics.
I liked this match though.
It is a great match. Did you know that this will be your last entrance together?
I don't think we consider that until after the fact. Oh, look at us so cute together.
Obviously. Obviously.
Yeah. Damn Ruby.
Damn Ruby.
Yes, shocking moment.
What was it like that day? When did you hear about this breakup situation?
Timeline-wise, I really don't remember. I feel like we heard about there was a breakup coming, but there was no specific time of when it was coming, and then it kind of happened all like suddenly, really quickly.
So you know in the back of your head that it is
coming. It's imminent.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So when it finally happened, it was like...
Yeah, it was really hard. We sat in the back and cried.
Yeah.
It was just like the reality of it hitting us that, you know, we love going out there together and doing our entrance and like it's so much fun. So we had a moment where we cried and then we kind of put our big girl panties on and decided, you know, we got this. Whatever it is, we got this.
I mean, you talked about it in your podcast where you pitched wanting to go solo.
I wanted to go singles. There was just things that I wanted to tick off my bucket list as a singles competitor.
I didn't pitch to go solo.
Okay.
I had wanted to challenge myself and see what I could do on my own, but I never went out of my way to pitch going solo.
Got it, okay.
There was a meeting that I did have with Vince where he saw a singles match that I had and he thought, oh, wow, she could, you know, be singles. And I had a conversation with him about it and then that's where the idea came about. But I didn't go out of my way to say, hey, can you split us up so I can go and be a single star? Like people like to write those clickbait headlines. It's not what it was. And she was aware of, you know, where I was at as well. It was just that, you know, everyone kind of comes to a moment in their life and their career where it's like, okay, how can I challenge myself? What's the next thing for me?
We were all feeling the separations for like months to come. We were like, yes, we cannot believe this is happening.
I know people still say it to me. I'm like, God, I'm sorry.
It was a bit of an adjustment period.
Of course.
I want to talk about the entrance that you had a couple weeks after. You had a little bit of a different motion here that we were like, wait.
Yeah.
Tell me about the process of coming.
I don't remember. This was my first entrance by myself.
Yeah.
Or I think was this on TV? Do you know?
Yes,
I don't know.
it was on TV.
Yeah. And that's a lot of pressure. You know, my entrance, I've done everything with my girl Jess.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey, how can I still be myself but step it up and evolve who I am? And you don't just come up with that in 1 week. You know, you got to play around and figure things out. People hated this. So I was like, cool, let's move on. I didn't like it either.
Oh,
Sweet.
it was like Legally Blonde. Drop it. Nope.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly like my mindset and what I was going for. I just wanted to evolve and try something new.
Got it. So you were growing in front of the audience after this. Yeah,
exactly. I didn't have the answers.
Yeah, I mean, this was, again, like another very, very emotional match, you versus Billie.
I don't remember this at all. She told me this happened. I'm like, I don't believe you.
You guys were crying in the middle of the ring.
Yeah, no, I don't remember.
The weirdest thing, you and Lacey Evans tag team?
Don't get me started.
Wait, do you know what happened? Why that tag team was a thing?
Look, you can't make sense of everything, you know? And the more you try and make sense of it, the more you'll drive yourself crazy. Okay. That's why you literally just have to take the opportunity and do your absolute best with it.
What did you think of Billie and Jilly? That tag team.
Oh, fantastic.
You did like that.
Oh my God, I was a huge fan. Billie killed it when she went to SmackDown. I was like, yes.
The Jilly and Paul tag team.
Loved it.
Yeah.
Loved it.
I mean, you had your Royal Rumble moment. You were one of the few people that was really slaying the Widow's Peak after Victoria retired. And she came back and did that on you.
She killed that. I know people come for me for the way I sold it, and I'm like, if only you could have felt it. My back, like my spine, like all my vertebrae just like shoved into each other. And I was like, my whole body, I couldn't move. And people like come for me. I'm like, take it and then come talk to me. The shit hurts.
Did you guys talk about doing the Widow's Peak beforehand?
I had a conversation with her and asked her, would she be okay if I used it? And so then it was kind of, you know, something where we saw each other backstage and we were like, oh, like, you know, this is really cool that this has happened sort of thing. But yeah, that was a great moment for me too.
It hurt. It was an actual real Widow's Peak. It's not about selling.
Can you like literally put yourself in the shoes of the person on her back? Tell me that doesn't hurt or that's not going to hurt. Like, come on, even like just driving your knees into the ground. I can't. It hurts.
Let's go to the fifth moment.
Okay.
It is your fiery
raw
promo.
talk. Yeah.
And this was raw.
This is raw talk.
In the sense that it was so raw. Like, it felt so genuine. You know what I mean?
It was.
Wait, so did people know that you're going to do this?
No.
Oh, what were you supposed to? Like, were you given what to say?
No, it was like this day was one thing after another for me. They told me you're going to do Raw Talk and I was like, guys, what do you want me to talk about? Because I'm involved in nothing right now. This is the lead up to WrestleMania and I'm not involved in it. I'm like, I'm happy to do it. Okay. But do you want me to like talk to me? Like, what are we going to talk about?
Okay.
Like, there's nothing relevant here for me, you know? And they were like, no, it's fine. You'll do it. And I was like, okay, we'll do it. And then halfway through the show, like maybe an hour before this, they're like, you've got nothing to talk about, so don't worry about it. And I was like, no, damn it, I'm doing it. And it was just kind of like the last straw. And I was like, I just had it was just people have had their moments, you know, and they've used raw talk and talking smack to their advantage. And I thought, this is my moment. I have to take it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what was the reaction backstage after this promo?
Great job.
Really?
Yeah.
They're happy for you.
Yes.
So this is literally how you got the match with Asuka?
No.
Oh.
No. This happened. The next week I was not booked.
Okay.
The week after that, someone got COVID, so I had to fill in.
Wow.
Yeah. No, I didn't get that match because I
you did that.
Yeah. No.
Wow.
It's, you know what? It's not in the cards for everyone, and that's okay. It's, you know.
I mean, fans were talking after this
I
promo
know,
because
I
we
know.
really felt you.
Yeah.
And we were also all waiting for you to have that moment because we were so gagged about this finisher.
Right.
The deja vu,
Yes.
twisted brainbuster.
Yes, Ruby's a champ. Yeah, like I said, you know, you got to evolve. You got to come back and show that you've worked hard and you're doing better than you were.
How did you come up with this finisher?
Man, I don't remember. It was probably my husband. You know, he has his training school flatbacks, and I'm there often training still now. And you know, you're just kind of in the ring together, and you're trying things, and it's like, wow, that actually really worked. You should use it. And I was like, cool, let's do it.
Did you
Try it.
feel the people gasping?
Honestly, when it happened, I was like, oh, okay. I just did that. Perfect. But this was, you know, pandemic era, so there wasn't a true audience there, unfortunately.
So now we're seeing you as a champion of WSW.
Yes, World Series Wrestling.
World Series Wrestling Women's Champion.
That's right.
Tell me about this comeback.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I had a great time in Australia. It was a perfect place and perfect way to make my return to the ring. We did a tour. I won the title in a gauntlet match, and the rest is history.
So you took a bit of a time off.
Yep.
Being a mother.
Yes.
But now you're fully back in.
I don't know if fully back in.
Oh, okay.
I'm fully back in with World Series Wrestling, but as far as like, you know, all the other things, I don't know. I love being a mum. That's my most fulfilling job in the world. So that's what means the most to me.
And then, of course, the podcast.
Yes.
What a
Supper Chops.
delight.
Yeah, thank you.
How was that process like? Do you guys live right next to each other?
No, we don't.
Oh,
No, we don't. We don't live. We live like an hour from each other.
Okay. So it's like a thing where you have to get together.
Oh yes.
Make it work.
Oh yes. And with the baby, it's hard. With dogs, it's hard. Baby on the way, it's hard. But we make it work.
So what can we expect from Cassie Lee moving forward?
I'm still training at flatbacks. I still love it. That's my favorite part of wrestling is training. I'm taking acting classes. I'm not super vocal about this, but I do take acting classes, and that is a path that I am very seriously taking.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's where we're at.
What about wrestling in more of a scene in America?
Yeah, if the opportunity comes up, I'm happy to have conversations, but we'll just have to see.
And you know, literally everyone asked this, so I have to ask.
Okay.
Royal Rumble.
Royal Rumble?
If they call for you.
Oh, for this coming one?
Or just upcoming one. What do you think? Royal Rumble? Is that an
I'm
opportunity?
open to it for sure. Would love that. It'd be so good to catch up and, I mean, it's the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
You know? We said no last time because we were still pretty
I did hear about that, yeah.
hurt about it. But I feel healed now, and I feel like I'd love to do that if the opportunity came.
Well, thank you so much for counting down top 5 moments with us.
We finally did it.
What do you want to tell the fans, IIconics fans like me, who's such a big supporter of you?
Yeah.
We're so excited to see what you're going to do next. What do you want to tell them?
I mean, the biggest thing is just thank you so much. And thank you. I see you online all the time, and I am so grateful for all the support because without it, like, we would not have the opportunity to do what we do. So that is the biggest thing that I'm super, super grateful for.
Should I do it? Okay. How do I do it? Okay. IIconics! Wait, did you do it? Did you not do it? I was looking that way.
Okay, so here's the trick. You take a deep breath.
Okay.
And then you say it.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
IIconics!
There you go, nailed
That's
it.
the way to do it. Thank you so much.